Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's makeup tutorial is going to be on this look right here. Not my finest work, but I am human and you live and you learn. Next time I'll get it better. So sorry about my voice. I have have a cold. I actually have a cold and my voice is doing some funny stuff. But if you want to see how to get that look, then just stay tuned. I'm going to start off with this Pond's brightening lotion. I really love this stuff. I really love this whole range from Pond's. This radiance, flawless radiance, it makes your skin look so nice and glowy. And it's really moisturizing, which is awesome. I'm just going to apply it all over my face. I'm going to wipe it off later, so it's pretty pointless. But I did it anyway. Next, I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Primer. This is the eyeshadow primer, and don't do what I'm doing. You just need to apply it to your mobile lid. Don't bring it up so high because it gives a very nasty, stark, white highlight to your brow bone, and if you don't go over that with your foundation brush or sponge, it's gonna look pretty funky. Next, I'm gonna go in with this Kat Von D Monarch palette, and I'm gonna set it with the banana powder. So if you're gonna do what I did now and look like this, you want to set it with a powder that's your skin tone color. So don't set it with a nude powder. Set it with your skin tone foundation powder. Now I'm gonna take Flawless from this TheBalm Nudedude palette, I think, and I'm just gonna apply that in the crease. You can barely see it, but it was there, trust me. I'm pretty sure it was there. And then I'm going to take Feisty, and this is just like a pink, just like a pink, a very blushy pink color. I'm going to put that into the crease and blend it out. Not as high as Flawless, but I'm just blending them together. Now I'm going to take this Nudetude palette, so Nudetude, and I'm taking Sexy. It's my favorite color. It's like a burgundy kind of color, but less deep. So it's a washed out version of burgundy. Burgundy is pretty dark red, so this is not as dark, but I guess you can pack it on until it gets to that red. And I'm just going to apply that to the inner and outer corner of my eye. Then I'm taking this Nudetude palette again, and I'm going to use Silly. Pretty sure that says Silly. And I'm going to pack it on same place where I packed on the red, just to deepen it up slightly. I'm using a Real Techniques crease brush for this. Now I'm taking this palette again, and I'm going to take Serious. Oh, no, wait. Not Serious. I'm taking Sleek, and I'm just deepening up that outer portion and the inner corner, and we're keeping the middle bare so that we can put the shimmery color on there. And I'm just blending that out with a big fluffy blending brush. Now I'm taking these two shimmery coppery color. The one is less gold and the other one is more gold, and I'm just applying that in the middle of the eye just as a base before we apply the pigment that we're going to use. You could have totally just kept it like this. It looks really pretty, but I wanted something more pigmented and a little more cool toned and shimmery, so I did go over this because this is pretty like warm coppery almost. And you're just going to pack that onto the middle portion of your eyelid, and then you're going to blend out the sides so that they kind of merge together. So it's kind of like a back and forth game between your brushes and the shimmer. Now I'm taking this NYX pigment, and this is in the color Mink Vision. I think it's Mink Vision. I'm pretty sure it's Mink Vision. And I'm going to pack that right onto that coppery color that we just packed on, and it kind of brightens. You can see the difference immediately. It's a very bright rose goldy pigment, and I love it. It's my favorite NYX pigment. I'm just gonna pack that on and try to blend them together so that it's not a harsh line in the between the two different colors. So you're gonna try and fuse them together. Now I'm taking these eye makeup removing discs from Clicks, and I'm just gonna clean up the outer edges of my eyeshadow, and this is gonna help guide the liquid eyeliner because we already have a line. So I didn't really skip through this part because I wanted to show you how I do my ring. It really is, if you wipe off the eyes on the corners, you kind of have a guideline because you just follow the line from where the eyeshadow starts, which is really cool because you don't need tape or anything. But if you do mess up, you can always fix it up, and it's not easy. You're gonna have to try again, just like I did, but eventually it does get easier, but it's never perfect. It's never perfect. You're gonna get close to perfect maybe like once or twice every 5 months, but it is never gonna be exactly symmetrical and perfect. So don't be hard on yourself, just keep on trying. And that's the nice thing about makeup. If you don't get right the first time, you just keep on playing with it and you will eventually get it right. Sorry about the nasty nails and the camera that keeps focusing, going in and out of focus. It's just being a bitch, and my nails were really jank, but they're really pretty now, so sorry about that. Taking this Essence Princess Volume Lash Mascara, and this is my favorite mascara of all time that I've tried so far. Out of the mascaras that I've tried so far, this is my favorite. I'm just using it on my top lashes only. The brush is a little too big for my lower lashes, so now I'm just applying falsies. You don't really need to see this process. I'm pretty sure I'm not a pro at this, so I'm just gonna skip right through that and move on to my face. So now I'm priming with this L'Oreal Skin Perfection Pore Tightening Primer, and I'm just gonna apply that all over my face. I love this stuff. It's so legit. No, actually, I don't know if it's legit, but it works for me, and I love that it turns pink when I put it on my skin. So I'm using this Rimmel 25-hour foundation, and I am in the color Warm Caramel, and I'm just going to blend that into my skin with the Beauty Blender. And as you can see, that LA Girl primer that we used on the eyelid is still showing on the top by our brow bone. So me, like a dumbass, didn't go over it with my Beauty Blender that has my foundation, so it looks stark white, but it's not that noticeable in the end, but it looks like shit, so don't do that. But I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in the color Almond. I'm just going to use Almond or Medium Bisque, and I'm just going to use it under my eye. This is way too light for me. I prefer to use Fawn or the other yellow one that I can't remember right now, but this is what I had on me at the moment, so I used that. But don't use one that is way too light for you. Just go 2-3 max shades lighter than your skin tone, but we can fix it up later. I'm using this Yardley translucent powder, and I'm just gonna set everywhere where I applied that LA Girl concealer. I'm not really baking. Well, I wasn't really trying to bake, but I was just setting that, making sure it doesn't crease and settle into my fine lines. I look like a ghost. Moving on, I'm going to use this dark shade out of this cream contour palette, and I'm going to apply that to the places where I would like to hollow out my face. So my cheekbones, my jawline, my nose, and a little on my forehead. I'm just using a Real Techniques buffing brush to blend it out. I love using this brush for contour. It's working for me at the moment, so I'm just using this brush and blending that out, and then I go back in with that brush that had the Yardley translucent powder, and now I look like shit, but it gets better. I'm going to use my MAC Studio Fix powder, and I'm just going to swipe that all over my face while brushing off any excess powder that was left from the Yardley translucent powder, and this kind of brings me back slightly and makes me look less like shit, but yeah, it's looking better. Now I'm using this old LA Girl 3D contour palette, and I'm using the blush. This was my tried and true back in the day. I used to use it every day, clearly, because it looks so bad. But I'm using that as a blush, and then I'm using my Manizer by TheBalm to highlight my cheeks. And I don't go too heavy-handed. Wow, that was not English. I don't go too heavy. Moving on. I don't use much of this product. I go in with my LA Girl blush palette, and I use the highlight in that one, and this is the Glam blush palette, and I apply that to the highest points of my cheekbones and my brow bone, my nose, and Cupid's bow. And then I go over it with the same beauty blender that I use for my foundation, but not the side that has foundation on it. So we just go over it with the clean side of the beauty blender, and this really just merges the highlight with your face. This is my favorite thing to do nowadays. It just makes it look so much more natural and less like there's glitter sitting right on your face. So now I'm just going back into the Nudedude palette, no, Nudetude palette, and I'm using I'm pretty sure it's Sleek or Serious. I'm just buffing that into the lower lash line, and then I'm taking the same brush that we used to apply the pigment in the middle of our eyelids, and I'm going to put that right in the center of our lower lash line, just to kind of have the same effect that we had on top. Now I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic False Lash Mascara for my lower lashes, just to give them some definition and wake them up a little. And then I'm going to use my favorite black liner of all time. This is the best, creamiest, and most pigmented black liner that I've ever used. You should try it. It is really worth every penny. I'm just applying that to the waterline, both top and bottom. Now I'm using this Ice Essence XXL All Matte Lipstick, and this is in the color, I'm not sure, it'll be in the down bar. Don't forget to check out the down bar for all information. I'm just setting my face with the MAC Fix Plus, and that is the end of the video. I really hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to come hang out with me and ask me some questions and stuff on my social media that will all be down below. And also, don't forget to comment down below what your favorite products are, so that I can try and buy them and try and maybe use them in a tutorial. And I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!